That's a week in the books. First full Ironman kind of rest week after LCL, runner's knee, hamstring type issue. Kind of a busy week for a rest week. I mean, didn't obviously train, but multiple ice baths, compression. We got the bike set up, the time trial bike set up with a new Aerofit. Got the helmet, took it on an outdoor ride. I got food poisoning. I found an Olympic triathlon I want to do. Shot around a little bit, played basketball. So pretty busy week, but looking forward to get back to training partially next week. This is only day 7 of a 10-day rest period. But feeling good, body feels good. So we'll take a look at this week. All right, it's the day after yesterday, or Monday. Still recovering from the IT bands. Still, yesterday was a 10 to get up the stairs in terms of struggle. Today's like an 8.5. So I'm trying to line up what I want to do this week, the next 10 days to recover. The main focuses are quality of sleep, fueling and hydration, and then mobility. So today, what we're going to try to do is get an ice bath, and then we're going to try to maybe go to the gym, pool, hot tub, or sauna, and then seeing how things are feeling at the end of the night, maybe do some night stretching, and then tomorrow really ramp into just kind of more active recovery, so foam rolling, etc. But let's start with the ice bath. We're on our way to go get ice. I think about 3 packs. My gym doesn't have an ice bath, and none of my friends' gyms have ice baths. So this is the first step of recovery, to try to reduce swelling. So I think I'm going to do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Hopefully ice is cheap. I haven't bought it in a while, so gonna go get about 3 bags and hop into a homemade ice bath. Call me LaBudget James. Alright, the ice bath is starting. Super loud, but let's put the ice in. Alright, that's 4 things of ice. We'll see how this goes. I think I'm going to weigh myself real quick just to figure out what my weight is on recovery week 2. Alright, our heart rate is 67 as we go into the tub here. Alright, staying at 65. I'm going to submerge and then I'll let you know what we get to. Okay, we're in. A little over, but submerge. Got up to about 82. Going to try to calm that down and then do this for 10 minutes. Tough thing actually about this, to start my clock, is too tall for this bathtub. Not very tall, but it's just bathtubs aren't made for people over, I guess, 5'8". So, really straining here as it's cold and just like maxing this thing out. End of the first day. I'm gonna take this thing off the trainer. Gonna take it in tomorrow for the bike, not adjustment, just tuned up. We're gonna add these aero bars, and then we'll add these risers. So hopefully I can start training in aero position once I'm not injured. Okay, bike is in the car, which makes me realize I need to buy a bike rack soon, which I think we have to put a hitch on this thing, so cha-ching, more money, but excited to finally have it. The cable's extended and the aero bars put on it, so we'll do that tomorrow. Alright, taking the bike in back here. Gonna drop that thing off and then see it again in maybe a couple days, a week, I don't know. So let's do that. Today is Tuesday. We're about 48 hours into recovery. Today is about a 5. I was able to walk up the stores normally. I can definitely feel my right leg. I kind of compensated during that run last Sunday. So my right leg is also a little tired, but feeling slowly a little bit better. Tonight will probably be the first night I actually try to do a stretch routine. But I'm going to hit, right now I'm in these compression legging things. And then I might ice a little bit. And then I'll do the nightly stretch. And so to kill time, just read a little Fantastic Four, number 5, Dr. Doom, while in these bad boys. So one step at a time. Oh, I dropped my bike off. Yeah, I dropped my bike off. Stoked for that. Hopefully I get that back Friday with the new aero bars and the cables lengthened, and be able to kind of take, a little bit of a road ride and see where things go. Sometimes after this compression, my legs look like one of the predators from the movies, or like, if you ever seen Attack on Titan, one of the Titans. Look at that. Just tightly wrapped in here. Pretty crazy. But now we ice. Today's Wednesday. As you can tell by that sweet sound, it's another ice bath. Leg feels much better, but gotta continue this regimen, and then we'll check in after the bath. Just doing some morning stretches. I think today I'm gonna go play basketball. Not play, I'm just gonna shoot around. Not really move, but I've deemed this, instead of injury recovery week, I'm deeming this a program rest week. It's a small mental redesignations that you need to do, not to feel like you're not doing nothing, right? Because I've just been icing and stretching and foam rolling, trying to make the body feel better. And so this is an active rest week, is what we'll call it. I've been searching around for a pump because the ball is flat, but then I realized, I ride what would be a bike there. I guess now I remember that is getting tuned up. But I do have this bike pump. So hopefully this thing works. Let's see what the PSI on this is. 7 to 9. Well, alright. These park rims are so low. It's taking everything in me not to try to jump and dunk. Honestly, I used to be able to dunk on a 10-foot rim, but I don't know, since training I can't anymore. Maybe that's my goal after the Ironman. Nice little basketball session. Not gonna lie, I was hooping a little bit. Maybe I'll play the video here. But essentially, it wasn't moving around a whole lot, just kind of set shooting, but felt nice to be outside, get some sunlight. A little bit of movement. Like I said, I had been getting a lot of steps in, so I think I already have more steps today than I have Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday combined. Playing basketball is always fun, good mental release. You'll notice I'm shooting with off my right leg as a right-hander. Not the most easy of shots, but felt pretty good. Went on a little heat streak, played a little around the world, so felt good. Small moral victories. And then just a minute ago, I got a text that my bike is ready to pick up, so we'll pick that up tomorrow. Now I'm just going to ice my knee, kind of relax, maybe watch the NBA Finals, and then go pick up the bike tomorrow. So not a bad off day, part of this active rest week. All right, it's 8 o'clock. The Thunder got smoked. But most shocking is I think I got food poisoning from my lunch or whatever. I don't know. Just randomly threw up like 3 times before coming to this open mic. So, yeah, maybe it's food poisoning. I don't know. But man, this active rest week is a doozy. So, gonna do this open mic. Hopefully I feel better afterwards. Probably not, but man, food poisoning is a pain. All right, now we gotta go pick up the bike. Should be fun. I'm back from the bike shop. But first, I finally got a helmet. This has come in to me to ride. So this is kind of the last thing I need before signing up for that Olympic triathlon here in a month. But this is the Specialized Align 2. It was on discount, has good reviews. Helmet's a helmet, you know, so not really too worried about the color. I mean, a lighter color, maybe it's gets less hot. Tough thing is my hair is so long, so I don't think this is really gonna fit right now, but I'll eventually cut my hair, not all of it, or I'll braid it or something, but braids hurt, so yeah, it feels like it fits. Just feels like I have a lot of hair. It probably looks like I have a lot of hair. I have no idea how I look, but yeah, I got a helmet. Now we're gonna go test ride the bike with its new aero positioning cables. All right, there you saw it. It's actually like my first time riding this outdoors in general. So essentially what we got done is put the aero bars on, as you can see here. Put this here. Got the aero bars on, and then these risers to make them a little higher up, and instantly just feels so much better in aero position, which is what I paid for, right? So now I have much more confidence that I'm not going to be uncomfortable in aero, and I haven't really been able to train it for a while, so looking forward to, once the knee's back, to training that. We put a new cable installed, some cables and housing, which went internal, I see, just because when we got this fitted, the cables were too short because we had to raise these up. So rose those up, put them internally, so now that I can, turn and stuff. And then front and back wheels were tuned up with new tubes in those. Put some new brake pads on the front, and then installed obviously these handlebars with some new tape on them, the pads, and then put Shimano shift cables, Shimano brake cables, brake housing, Ultegra brake pads, etc. All for a grand total of $273 all in all. So there's the bike, man. Super stoked on it. Kind of fun to ride around. You get cruising on these for sure. I don't know what speed I was going, but obviously in the video that was like what you saw the first time on it. And then after that, for the next 5 minutes, I was just kind of pushing the limits. So I don't know what the speed was, but it was cool for 5 minutes. Excited to get this back on the trainer. Excited to do the Olympic triathlon. And then let's get one step closer. But first, we got to continue to rehab the knee, or rest from the knee hamstring area, I guess. So, super stoked though. I think that's going to do it for the week. Just basically took Saturday, Sunday off. I mean, today's Sunday morning. I'll probably just do another ice bath, third one of the week. Do a little heat treatment, a little compression, and then watch Game 7 of the NBA Finals. By the time this comes out, I'm sure the game will be on or the result will be known. Who knows? But that's it. Pretty stoked about this recovery week overall, I think. Next week, tomorrow, I'm going to try a 1,000-meter swim just to see how I'm feeling. And that will be the sign if I sign up for the Olympic triathlon in 2 weeks. So, feeling good. Hoping all goes well. Hope the Thunder win. Hope the swim tomorrow goes well. But you'll see that. So, let's get to the next week.